Again, welcome back to our English class where we have to continue the explanation of the prose, that is Dancing in the Rain by Azim Premji. Now here, in the last class, I have explained you what are the views of Gandhiji and Azim Premji on the children and how they wanted the life of the children. So here is that now Azim Premji is actually finding out the root cause, and what he is saying is that he is giving some suggestions because he knows about his country well. Obviously, because he is a business tycoon, he is providing jobs to so many people. He is a philanthropist, he is working for the society, and he laid the foundation for the school as well as the university. So he understands very easily what the type of our society and how to improve our society. So he said that India needs to develop economically. Yeah, it is, our country is a developing country. It is not a developed country. So India needs to develop economically, socially, intellectually and culturally. That means in the future, India has to develop into all these four stratas, into four categories. Who will be responsible for improving these categories? Coming up citizens. Coming up citizens means children. Now children, they are the next citizens of the country. So if you develop the children, the future of the country, obviously the future citizens of the country, if you develop, the future of the country would get developed. So he is saying that if you want to develop economically, socially, intellectually and culturally, first of all, pay concentration on the development of the children. And he has given few suggestions. And those suggestions are: change textbooks presence to laboratory exploration. He wanted that from in the schools, instead of letting the children learn from the textbooks, it is better to let them go and explore in the laboratories. Like many of the things, especially the practical lessons, if you learn in the laboratory, you can never forget it out. So he is saying that instead of letting them learn from the textbooks, instead of forcing them to read and all, let them do the practical work. So they will get definitely better into their thinking, creativity will get developed. Next suggestion what he has given is: change homes from tuition centers to playgrounds of arts and sports. So don't let your home become the tuition center. Let the children play, let the children enjoy, let the children discover their arts side. Like few of the students or children would have a habit of drawing, painting. They do better drawings than the elder ones. They paint with a variety of the colors that looks so good, so alluring, attracting to the eyes. So he is saying that don't let the homes become the tuition centers. If you remember, we have discussed about the 9th standard child who has a tight schedule of studying. So before going to school also she is studying. After coming back from the school, she is studying either in the coaching center or in the tuition center, then again at home. So why you make the home as the tuition center? Let the home be a place where the children can enjoy, can live their own life, and they can explore the creativity side of themselves, like they can go for arts and the sports side. No, he is not discussing about indoor and outdoor games. Go ahead for any games. Any game can give a boost to your brain and you can feel refreshed. Now next is: don't rob children of childhood. As I said in the last class, that let the children be children. So don't take away, snatch away the childhood from the children. Let them be the children, otherwise it is a criminal act. According to him, according to author Azim Premji, it is a criminal act to rob the children from their childhood, to take away their childhood. Let them enjoy their childhood. And what he is saying, that if we observe these many things, so maybe one day India will shine if the children dance in the rain. That means when the children are free, when the children get freedom in their spirit, freedom in their thinking, freedom in their expressions, then definitely they go out on the streets and they dance in the rain. They forget about everything. They never thought of the viruses, the whatever the other things are there, bacteria and all. Many parents don't allow the children to dance in the rain or to play in the rain because they think that they'll spoil their clothes and all. So he said that don't restrict the children, don't stop them, let them go ahead and dance in the rain, then definitely one day India will shine. And why he is saying all these? Because he knows the conditions of the country, whatever the things are required to develop the country, has given some suggestions, and he is saying that the final indicator of a country's independence, whether a country is doing well, whether the country is independent, whether the country is developing, we can find it out by the thing like when the children live, how the children live the life. The life of the children, or the children how they live the life, depends on the conditions provided by the country. So with that we can indicate if the children are happy, children are free, children are enjoying the life, so obviously the country is a developed one. So he is saying that if you want India to develop, you have to follow all these things. He is one of the person who always think for the betterment of the Indian citizens and our country. So obviously he has suggested few of the things. I hope you have got that. We'll get a quick recap that where India needs to develop economically, socially, intellectually and culturally. The next he has given some suggestions from textbooks to better to go for, instead of going for the inside learning and all, better to go for practical lessons to get and explore that in the laboratory. The next he said that don't make study so hard for them that they have to study at home. Let them enjoy at home their sports side and art side, let it be come out. And don't let the children go away their childhood and they should like feel like why we are being children. Let them be child and don't rob their childhood, otherwise it will be a criminal act. And obviously the last thing is saying that finally we have to remember that if a country wanted it to be called as a developed country, first of all the indicator is that whether the children of that country are happy, free minded, free spirited, then only definitely our country will shine. So with that we have completed whole lesson of first chapter or first prose lesson, Dancing in the Rain by Azim Premji. In the next classes we will continue the explanation for the other prose or poetry lessons. Have a good day. By the time, take care.